Hi everyone, today we are going to be making this crochet bean stitch that looks like this. It would be perfect for things like blankets and cardigans and probably jerseys. I think I'd like it for a jersey. It will also be perfect for dishcloths as well, which are a bit textured. So what you want to do is to then create, I've already started, is to then make a chain, starting with making your slip knot however way you didn't fit, and you can make chains which are in multiples of 2, and you can just add one chain afterwards after making your chain in multiples of 2. So chain in multiples of 2 plus 1, and what you want to do then is to just calculate that. So I have 16 chains here. I'm going to make one chain, and what I'm going to do is to make a single crochet here first. I prefer to make a single crochet or to do a single crochet row first because I think it just looks neat on this end, rather than just starting with a bean stitch itself. So I'm just going to make a normal single crochet, which is your yarn on hook on yarn rather, and then you yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and that you will just finish that row with the single crochet. So when you are done making your first row of single crochet, you will then make one chain and turn your project. And what you want to do here, because this is it's a slightly thick stitch than others, so you want to then make your first stitch on the second stitch, the second single crochet on your first row, and not the very first one. And this is really only to just make room for the other stitches because it's rather thick than the normal ones. So you want to go in there, the very second one, not the very first one rather. So you want to go there, go your hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through one loop, so you have 2 loops, and then you yarn over, almost make a half double crochet stitch, and then you yarn over, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then now you have 4 loops rather, and then again you yarn over, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through loop, and then now you have 6 complete loops. And what you want to do is yarn over and pull your hook or this yarn through all of the 6 loops, just like that. And what you want to do to just finish off the bean stitch then is to yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and this is your complete bean stitch. And again, to create that zigzag effect, you need to just make your second stitch on your skip one stitch and then go to the next one, and you again hook on yarn, single crochet as if you're making a single crochet, pull through 1 loop, and you again yarn over, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, so you have 4 loops, yarn over, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have now 6 complete loops, and you yarn over, pull through all the loops, all 6 of them, and then you yarn over, pull through 1 loop. So this is how you've created now your 2 bean stitches. So I will just show you again the 3rd time, and then we'll meet at the end of this specific row. Again, you hook on yarn, you skip this first stitch, go to the second one, hook on yarn like so, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over before going into the stitch, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, so now you have 4, then yarn over again, hook on yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops again, so you have 6 complete loops, yarn over, see I have a knot there, yarn over, pull through all loops, yarn over, pull through 1 loop. So this is how it now looks with your 3 stitches that you have made. So meet me again at the end of this row, and I'll just show you how you turn and how you Okay, so now that you finish your first row, you want to then make your next chain. So how you finish your stitch is obviously by making one more chain. So you make your next chain, turn your project, and now you want to go into the very first stitch here. So because there's more space from this one stitch, so you want to go into this hole here. You go into your stitch, hook on yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, hook on yarn over, pull through two loops, yarn over, hook on yarn over, pull through two loops. And then you have your 6, and then you yarn over again, pull through all the way through, yarn over, pull through one loop. And then in your next stitch, because there's enough space, again, you don't go in here, you go into this big old hole here. You go hook on yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, hook on yarn over, pull through two loops, yarn over, hook on yarn over, pull through two loops, yarn over, pull through all the way, yarn over, pull through one loop. So as you can see, you're starting to create that texture of the bean stitch, that zigzag texture, which is just nice and beautiful. And you will continue with this until you are done with whatever size that you want to get, or whatever shape you want to make it into. So you can decrease and increase as you feel, but this is essentially how you make the bean stitch. And I'm just going to show you a couple of more rows so that you see how it would look when you are done. Okay, so this is how your complete bean stitch would look when you are making a bigger project. Obviously it would form that zigzag shape just like this one here. So it has a zigzag shape on it, and whatever it is that you would like to make with this stitch, then it can be, obviously it will be a very thick project